Hello there, welcome back to Russia, Democratic Russia, Russian Federation. We're at war with Japan and Germany and Italy, and we are currently killing a fair few Slovaks and Italians here. It's going good. Poland has held on to the Western Front, well, I've held on to the Polish Western Front, but the South did lose a little bit of territory. Hopefully we can bring that back into the fold. Ah, I found the PCDI, of course. Now we could do anti-fascist diplomacy. Well, I would love to. Here, though, we will be going through with war propaganda. No, at 100%. Very good. Emergency there. War bonds. Political actions. Improve worker conditions. Weekly stability goes up. I would like some more stability. Let's go for it. Production we're currently trying to build up on. We need a few more guns. Looks like we will be reaching it. Menkiryoku. Ah, that's you over here. Well, you're going to be screwed, aren't you? Yes, you are. Surrounded by enemies on all fronts. Not a good time to be that guy. Now, this chap should really not have forces all over my border. He's screwing himself over here. But he's not joining any faction. Fuel refinery. Good. Got arms from you. But, oh, you are at war with Britain. Well, I don't want to be using any more equipment, so we will leave that to the east. What we want, though, is more production. We are currently a bit too far ahead. No, we're not. Let's go for it. Let's get it done. This one here, we have kicked back their forces. Very good. That we could push forward, though. Russian submarine has been defeated. Do we have any? Yes, we do. Not too many, but we'll have you out here doing naval strikes. Doing your job. You both are engaged down there, but we're losing a lot of ships in this region. We really are. A heck of a lot. Yeah, 11 just gone. We didn't kill anyone with it. Who's over there? Just you two. You're not very strong at all. We do need that area guarded. We don't want to have them navally landing along here. We don't have the forces defending it. So I would appreciate if my ships were still able to be there. Okay, the whites. I want the white army here to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of your divisions. Yes, you 5 will do. And I want you to have a fallback line along here, please, to guard that coast, just in case something were to go wrong. And along here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Huh. Well, let's select half of you. And have you chaps have a fallback line over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very good. Which means we are going to want to reinforce them. That'll get you up to the excellent 10. 10 will get them up to suitable strength, I think. Still want a fair few tanks, factories, don't I? Alright, come on, British Navy, get over here and defeat these Germans, would you? They keep sinking us. I'm not a fan. There are more British forces here, though. Good. I could always bring over forces from here. You do have an entirely doubled up force. There's even a triple there. Right, supplies, infantry equipment, I accept. From you, guns! Well, thank you, India. And then Poland would like to send me some guns as well. I appreciate it, I really, really do. I'd appreciate you having an even bigger army, but for now, that will do. 36. Yeah, we've killed a few of you, haven't we? And we'll just leave everyone there to do their job. You chaps. The German Reich has declared war on Luxembourg. Luxembourg is entirely surrounded there, and France. France is guaranteeing the independence of the Netherlands, Lithuania, and Romania. As for these anarchists, well, they're just being Iberian. Good for them. France has joined the United Kingdom. Oh. They have now, have they? Which means they'll surely be joining the war now. Excellent. Good. Germany will surely fail now. They're going to be stretched quite thin along the front there. And now they're attempting to attack into us. Really? You really think that is appropriate? Ooh, I think this here is appropriate. Oh no, they cancelled their stuff. The Netherlands, however, is now in the war. Very good. Right, you chaps, we're going to be able to take out these fellows, are we? Maybe. Zog has submitted to Italy. Yes, the German front here is quite weak. We should try and push up here with the pink army. Don't know why you no longer have a line. Probably because it was down here, but then the AI decided, hey, let's go on holiday. Be more concerned about taking out these chaps first, though. So let's try and do that. British want me to join that war again. I still am putting my own people first. And we need the equipment for the Western Front. Now let's take these chaps out. Good. There was a bit of a push here. Poznan? No, Poznan is us first, isn't it? Oh yes, the entire Western Front now is live. That's going to be stretching the Germans very thin. However, you can never trust France. Never. Hopefully we can hold over here and allow these Germans to be pushed back. There's a couple of areas they might get some territory of us, but I don't think it's going to be a rout. Constant has been taken back. Why are you not trying to guard this line here? You chaps are doing a good job there. Yeah, a little bit of land has been taken. Let's hope that the Polish forces here continue their strengthening. They're up to 12 divisions now. That's handy for us. But we'll just stay here on defense. We might lose a little bit of territory like that. The issue is if they have all their blitzing, we will get sent packing here. They're not moving on that front. Could we have some reinforcements then if you're not going to be assaulted over there? You all do have military access here, I promise you. Excellent. Still holding on to Poznan. But we did get pushed back pretty far here. We're still not covering the entire line. Poznan's actually a threat of getting surrounded here. That's not good. That's not good at all. Get some speedy guys in there, please. With the pink army, let's actually have you defend. Very good. So Germany, how does your manpower look? 1 million. Well, it's going to take us quite some time to get... Wait, no. This is available manpower. That is men in the field. Available manpower is very low then. Excellent. Well, we'll just keep on fighting them here and killing them off and weakening them. Might have give up a little bit of territory, but I'm sure it will be fine. Who dares wins an ace pilot has been promoted. There's a bit of a chunk of land we have lost there. Let's get you chaps to wrap around a bit further. Spreads you a bit thinner, but we do need your forces to be reinforcing over there. In fact, we don't need you so much there. There's quite a chunk of men right there. Let's call you back a little bit. Let's get over there and reinforce these lines, Japs. Japanese operative captured. Koto Okubo has been caught attempting to infiltrate our administration and leak secret information back to her superiors. Upon interrogation, she revealed herself to be a foreign asset for Section 3 operating on Russian soil. It is still yet unknown what the exact nature of Japanese interests are in our nation is, or what sections of our administration have already been exposed to the eyes of Japanese intelligence. With Koto Okubo imprisoned and awaiting further interrogation, we can only hope that eventually she will reveal all there is to know of Japanese operations. Alright, well, let's manage the stuff here and get a bit more defense, shall we? Very good. Wait, what? Romania is sending forces over to help Germany. We're going to need this border entirely manned faster than I would have hoped. So let's get these chaps over here immediately. The thinner this line is, the better, because we can just stick it full of men. Shame that we got some guys encircled here. Not a fan. Not a fan of losing all these chaps in Poznan. We'll actually replace them with you guys over here so you can send us 3 of your divisions. Not the strongest, but they will do a job. Court arms request, yeah, well, maybe if you guys actually did something on the Western Front, I'd feel like you needed help. Switzerland now has been declared war upon as well, which is going to unify the Italian and German fronts. In fact, Italy wasn't expecting that at all, and Italy is getting ran over here by some Swiss. That's great. Milan has been captured by the Swiss. Very good. French and Belgian troops are pouring in. Excellent. Germany's going to be considerably weaker on that front. Let's also have you chaps have a front line here. Very good. Right, what do we got? Research slot available. Let's take some more industry. We do want some more supplies. We've really neglected our arms here. We haven't done much technology on the frontier at all. So many things we should be gearing up with. Still don't have all those tank factories. What are we doing? Oh, of course we did do some of these guys. Well, let's knock you back a bit. We got plenty of those. Let's try and get the military ones instead. Terrific. There's now all-out war on the Western Front. Passive defense. In the coup in Romania, the 1940 Imperial Conference, the British government has announced its 12th Imperial Conference. For the next 2 months, representatives from the British government and the Dominions will gather in London to discuss matters that concern the entire empire. What this will mean for global affairs is as yet unclear, but it is possible discussions will include the topic of Imperial Federation, the formation of which would likely have significant repercussions for the superpowers of the world. We'll follow those very closely. Excellent. Now there are losses on that front. Let's keep an eye on the German manpower though, because if they do get a bit low, we could really weaken their forces. Just by charging men at them. And there has been a coup in Romania. Coup. I am sure the P is silent, but... oh well. Milan has been taken back. The Italian forces have managed something. In fact, they've been pushed in Savoy. I mean, they have pushed in Savoy. Not being pushed, it's the wrong way round. German forces, however, should hopefully be suffering heavy casualties on the front there. And the Poles have killed 100,000. That's interesting. Really done a good job over there, haven't we? Well done, Poland. Well done. Let's Still got plenty of manpower in reserve. Plenty on the field. Very good. Now I do want to just sit here and have a bit of a stare off. Let the German forces lose some men over in the west. The Italians as well, of course. And if only the British would use their naval supremacy to secure Italy. Wouldn't that be a fine thing? Queen China is actually now becoming undefended, so we could use our White Army to steamroll into them. But why are you... You're at war with Japan, and Germany, and the British. You're at war with everyone. I'm not sure which war it is, though. It's just the war with King China. Okay, I will join that war. Excellent. Forward, my guys. Let's go. No, wrong army. Of course. Forward you go, boys. Let's secure this, shall we? Get some war contribution. War contribution is glorious. Looks like you guys have pushed. No, it doesn't actually. Interesting. They're trying. It's just a bit of a bloodbath. And we have now better planes. Very good. Very good. Let's not upgrade you again. Let's actually go over here and do some of these guys. We do need better support for our units. The manpower is actually going up. They must have enacted a law. Because despite their heavy losses, it's going up. Good, we're pushing in here quite nicely. Then we can get everyone onto the Japanese front instead. No, you could just go there, chap. Cut them off, they'll be much easier to subdue. We've got plenty of points here though, so let's go and have a look at... I don't think there is anything really. I honestly don't. Don't need war propaganda. We could just ban fascism, though. Yeah, sure. Spend the points somewhere. We can ban that. Resistance to occupation. You knobbits. Let's get you chaps to work over here as well. We should be pretty well covered with Navy there. We are. Good. Not sure how we're winning any naval battles around here. Well, we're not winning naval battles. But we've avoided their navy. They have quite the navy. So I don't know why. Don't know why we've managed that. United States is still not a part of this. They got Alf Landon actually. That's interesting. Oh no, they took Newfoundland. Damn it, United States. This is quite clearly Canadian. Oh look, it's my home. Right there. This sort of part of the island. Out in the middle of fucking nowhere, which is why I have terrible Wi-Fi. Excellent. We now have Howell as a good airplane guy. Terrific. Did these guys capitulate or something? Because they're all over the place. They're all over the shop. Someone will be shot for this. The fall of Vladivostok. Vladivostok, the largest city in the Russian Far East and home of the Soviet Pacific Fleet, not Soviet, has been stormed by Japanese troops. Its strategic position at the far end of the Trans-Siberian Railway makes its loss all the more detrimental to the Russian war effort in Asia. Many of the city's inhabitants still remember Japanese occupation lasted for several years during the Russian Civil War. This time, some fear they may never leave. Someone will be shot for this. And those people who are shot will be Japanese. How did we allow that to happen? Come on, chaps, retake it. Yeah, big war on the Western Front. Ours, though, is very quiet. What's this? The Soviet Volunteer Group. With the war in China continuing, the Chinese Air Force has been stretched thin. Where was I? Trying to defend the airspace over China and provide air support for the fighting troops. Chiang Shek has launched a personal appeal to Alexander Fyodorovich Kerensky to send support in the form of a combined force of about 50 medium bombers and 100 fighters. They'll have to make do with what they have. We need all of our planes ourselves. As you see, we are struggling because we're not actually building any. I had tanks as the at the forefront here. Light tanks are doing good. So is infantry equipment, so we will scale back both of you. Excellent. How's support equipment doing? Support equipment is doing well, so it's motorized. Good. I do want the tanks to still have a good bit of production though. The Dutch and French have moved in. Oh, and the US is starting to offer me 4 P1 Hawks. I'm assuming that's a plane. Yeah, you've been pushed back there, France. Your border with the anarchists is quite small. Italy still exists in Africa. That's very cute. And I'm sure my armies do think they would be able to win here. I probably think they could, but I'm not sure. We'll give them a little bit of a chance to claim at least some territory before we stop it. Just pressure the Germans north front. It can only lead to good things, surely. Unless we lose all of our guys ourselves. Yeah, let's get rid of the purple one. They are not doing well. The United Kingdom has declared war on Yugoslavia. Why? We do not need another enemy. We don't. They were just about to be declared war on by Italy. This is not good. We do not need another enemy. Oh, we actually pushed into the Slovakia here. Interesting. Oh, are you guys actually able to cut off the rest of their forces? Yes. Well, well, well. Looks like you guys are in trouble. Wait, where did the pink line go? They are advancing. I have no concerns due to not being able to see their lines. We'll leave them there and we'll try and concentrate our firepower down here. Right, you chaps, let's get all the way through here. Give them nowhere to retreat to. In fact, go the other way. I want you to secure all this land if you can, my good tanks. These men over here should be fine. Yeah, we did push quite far. I'm pleased. Good, they are moving. Hopefully they don't get cut off. But we need guys to fill in the gaps. King China has capitulated. Great news. And anti-fascist diplomacy and all that. Looks like people have already taken all of the territory. There was nothing we could acquire. What a waste of time. The Eastern Front army now, we will be giving an entire front line with the Japanese. Excellent. Get down here, chaps. We may at least secure a northern Korea. Yugoslavia has now joined the Axis. Great. Just what we wanted. A stronger Axis. Another entire force against us when they could have been with us. Due to Italy. Italy was about to have them join our side. And you go and do this. It's absurd. But that's the enemy AI for you. Excellent. We have wiped out all of these forces here. And we will continue to have the Romanian forces watch the border. Very good. And this land has gone to my Slovakian friends. Orange, this is the Orange Army. Well, let's have you have a plan to go along there and secure their lands. Okay, let's go for all-out war then. Let's have all of these armies advance. There's a bit of green. There's green on this side. Let's just try and squeeze out Germany. And Slovakia. We've got the manpower. We've got the guns for now. If we do get low on the guns again, we'll of course stop it. But for now we can afford it, and so we shall. We've got the manpower, we've got all that. We'll try and give it a good go. Let's take you guys now. Is there anything here I actually want? Vice. I don't need the fortifications, but Operation Z. Annex Tanatuva, Baltic Security War, Japan, claim Basel Arabia. Oh, let's just go with the this line here and try to get to places where we might be able to squeeze out a bit of land. Tanatuva might be a useful friend. Maybe. Who's doing what? Ah, there is another Yugoslavia. A good Yugoslavia, you could say. A Yugoslavia on our side. Don't look too well defended there. Italy has called Joan Reich as our enemy, of course they have. Come on, Yugoslavia. Secure all of these lands, get a port, and then you'll be well looked after by your comrades. Let's not use that word. Not communists anymore. Slovakia as our enemy. We're already at war, Slovakia. Slovakia is getting pushed quite well, it must be said. I will keep up these offences. The guns are starting to dwindle, but I'm sure it's the same for our German adversaries here. No, that is getting quite red. Not in the north. The north is still doing alright. Oh, I say alright, look at it. It's utter kerfuffle. And we'll keep it up a little bit longer. France is called the Yugoslavs in. Oh, good. We'll have them hopefully secure this front. And take out that land. It will help out a lot in getting their forces concentrated. How are we doing over here? We aren't even manning the entire border. Not surprised. We'll let everyone else do the fighting. We'll just guard the border. We are stretched quite thin, whereas the Japanese are not. Anarchism successful. Despite some time having elapsed since the conclusion of the Spanish Civil War, the expected implosion of the anarchist commune in Iberia has not come to pass. To the contrary, the communes have reportedly succeeded in stabilizing and rebuilding the region, and continue to attract like-minded immigrants from nations across the world. In light of continued international hostility, the commune have, however, elected to stay organized under the Defense Council and continue on a course of extensive armament programs. They pose an existential threat to our way of life. They do. What's he got here? Military access to other nations, does he? Counts their military access. Why do we have them given access? Madness. France has been pushed back a bit, but that tends to happen. If we can keep the pressure up in the east, the Germans will not get much time to recover. But we are throwing away a lot of lives, a lot of weaponry here. Yeah, we're hardly killing anyone at all. Real bad. We are starting to be low on the military equipment now, so we are going to pause the assaults. I might do some things by hand down in Slovakia. But that'll do for this episode. Thank you for watching. When you come back, we'll hopefully defeat Slovakia. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.